Greetings, everyone. Yesterday, I was preaching on the faithfulness of God in church, and I was using Joseph as a reference point. Now, faithfulness simply means the act of keeping to your word, the act of committing to what you have said you will do. And when we say God is faithful, it's because everything that God has said, He makes sure He brings it to come to pass. He's the only person you can rely on. He's the creator of the universe. Who else can you rely on? The Bible says you cannot depend on man. You can't put your trust in man. Because no matter how good a man is, someday they can fail you. They don't fail you because they are bad. They fail you sometimes because they are human. Now let's talk about Joseph a little bit. Joseph was just a slave, bought by Potiphar. In the house of Potiphar, he learned to become a businessman. He excelled in the craft of business, understood the business of Potiphar, rose up in ranks, and Potiphar made him governor over his household. He was the overseer of Potiphar's household. Now, when someone has delegated authority to you, make sure you don't betray them. And so Joseph had the opportunity to have slept with Potiphar's wife, but he declined. It's very important. You see, one of the most scarce commodities today is to see men that are loyal and honest. But Joseph was. And so let's fast forward. Joseph found himself in jail. In jail, he wasn't sitting down doing nothing. You know what I describe by true patience? True patience is waiting while developing. True patience is waiting while upgrading. True patience is waiting while sharpening your craft. There were two people that always went farming all the time. Another one, they were actually going to fell down wood. At a particular point, one of them was not doing well, but another was doing well. What they now asked him, how come you do well every time? He now said, every time when I come back, I sharpen my machete. Do you sharpen yourself? Have you upgraded yourself? The field of operation in which you are, have you gotten more certification? Have you gone to take more courses that can upgrade you and bring you to a higher platform in that area of operation? Whilst Joseph was waiting in prison, he was building. And it came to pass when the person that Joseph helped while he was in jail, the cupbearer of the king, when he was restored, he did not remember Joseph. But 2 years later, when something happened to the king, that the king needed a wise man to help him, it was Joseph that was called. Now, what am I saying? In the moment of waiting, let me tell you something. Something will happen to somebody. Something will happen to some men in authority. Something will happen that your service will be needed. Life goes by, listen, people respond by the value you bring to them. If you can bring value to people, they will call you. Forget about all this thing about racism and everything. Forget about that. Last night, I was watching the UEFA Cup, the Europe Cup title, the Europe Cup. There was a young man that won the man of the match. They called him Mendes. Mendes brought value. Yes, he won the man of the match. He scored a goal. He gave an assist. And guess what? He won the man of the match. He's a black guy living in Europe. There is no racism about this. What value do you bring? Yes. And guess what? Let me focus on the Bible. When Joseph actually was put in position, Genesis 41:39 upward, he made sure that the post he was given, he didn't use it to oppress people. He actually served. He collected grain in the 7 years. He built storehouses throughout Egypt. And in the 7 years when there was plenty, he saved. If you are in a business, leading the business, if there are opportunities to save, you must do that. And when the other 7 years of famine came, while the other people who could not save, that had squandered everything that was in their hands, they had eaten up their grain, they had cattle, they had other resources, but that one could not sustain them. All of them had to run to Egypt for sustenance, including the brothers of Joseph that sold him. And when they came to Joseph, Joseph didn't persecute them. No. The Bible actually said Joseph created a way for his brothers to come and live in Goshen. That is how the Israelites actually migrated to Egypt. Now, what am I trying to say? Whilst waiting, build yourself, because there is a position of authority that is about to be handed over to you. But God will not allow a novice to be put in the office. It is a crime. It is an error to put a novice in the office. So I am praying that God will recommend you in high places. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you have been waiting patiently, and in your moments of waiting, you have been building, you have been upgrading, and you have done that consistently. And now I believe you have the capacity, you have what it takes to make the changes in those places where you are needed. So I pray that as Daniel recommended Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, someone in authority who knows your capacity will also recommend you. And when you go there, make sure you serve, make sure you make a difference, make sure you make life meaningful and better for the people you are going to serve. God bless you. I love you so much. Please, if you have listened this far, help me to share my videos, like, comment, so that more of my videos will reach other people as well. Thank you so much, and I love you.